I'm Matt Sykes here in Times Square, New York City. And welcome to LSTV Live, and we're here today celebrating Christmas.
Woo! Welcome to our coverage of Live at Leeds in the City 2024.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University, Shira West.
Delighted to be now joined by Overpass. How are you doing, Alex?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's LSTV Pub Golf.
Speaking to voters across the day, key issues raised were the economy, abortion rights and immigration. But topping a national poll was the state of democracy in the US.
Thanks, Britta. Over the next 2 nights, Leeds will be transformed with cutting-edge displays of light across the city.
Oh, right. Is she okay? I'm gonna ask you to settle some debates in a game which I'm calling K or Not K.
What are you doing as the university to ensure that students feel they're getting value for money?
As the US election approached, here at LSTV, we wanted to cover the presidential race in a way we never had before, be at the front line of history and feel connected to American voters.
So we came here to the USA to be on the ground as voter cast.
So many of them have said that one of their favourite parts about being an artist and performing is the fact that they get to support other artists and get to play to a new audience. Is that something you enjoy, playing to an audience that doesn't necessarily know who you are?
But then fell behind again when Katie underestimated Holly's knowledge of US states.
So how many could you name in 20 seconds? The bot has been annihilated.
What a game that was, and you've came out on top and the first player this evening, Tier 180. You must be in cloud 9 right now.
Leeds Light Night brings the whole city together, bringing tens of thousands of visitors from across the region. The study said that over a quarter of students are left with less than £50 a month to live off after paying for fees and rent. So what do you think the university can do to help students more with this cost of living?
Here in Washington, D.C., as polls are closing across the country, we can now reflect on what a long and fiercely ran campaign this has been.
It's called tea throwing, I think, or tea wanging, perhaps.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, that was actually pretty good.
I've got to say, we tried to get down there. We literally couldn't get in. We were battling. I don't know if you could see from on stage, but it was crawling out.
By focusing on the economy and asking the question, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago?
Really? Are you covered people?
We're covered people.
Yeah, so the main message from the Vice-Chancellor is have more fun at university.
Yep, absolutely right, yeah.
That's actually good.
You've been played on Radio 1 and you've supported, bands like Inhaler. What do you think has been the highlight of your journey as a band so far?
Yeah, it's because do you set up? Do you it's always difficult. Where do you put your arms?
You drank the last cocktail, so you will start on this category, which is stops on the Otley Run.
Grenade by Bruno Mars. Yeah.
I think perhaps I have a slight height advantage.
Before we all get started, I think we should get to know some of the players ahead of the all-important fixture.
Ultimately, a key factor was the failings of the Biden administration, meaning that many voters couldn't bring themselves to vote for his vice president in Kamala Harris, as it would mean voting for more of the same when the American people wanted change.
I'd like to say I am joined now by 2 eggs. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I was going to ask which is the best one been so far.
This will be the best.
People are always saying Leeds.
It's the biggest film of last year.
Molly.
Yeah. You not seen it?
I haven't.
What?
If I told you a couple of hours ago that you would be on a clean sheet at this point in the tournament, what would you have said to me?
They've obviously worked because you're here tonight. It's your first headline show, is that right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh my God!
Unreal, Scott. That's what the K's are eating on tour.
Yeah,
Chris
Button.
That's why I have to do all this fucking running.
When people look back at your time, your tenure as Vice-Chancellor of the university in, 10, 20, 30 years, what would you want to be remembered for?
It's all over here at the Wells, and it's been what can only be described as an unprecedented whitewash for Leeds Beckett as they come away champions.
Congratulations to our winners right behind me, and thank you for watching LSTV Pub Golf.
Sorry, we're meant to be running a professional TV station.
7 games played, 7 games to Beckett as the celebrations go on behind me. It's been truly remarkable. The first ever Leeds varsity in darts and Beckett champions.
His pledge to put America first won over voters in key battleground states, winning Donald Trump a historic second term as President of the United States. Matt Sykes, Leeds Student Television, Washington.
Well, I think we speak for both of us, and I'm quite pleased that's over.